is Logan Dyer, MCTV News. This morning I had the chance to sit down and talk to Mr. Mike Denham, a Kentucky State Representative, on the blacktopping out on US 68 by Walmart. Good afternoon. We're here with Kentucky State Representative Mike Denham, and we are going to ask him some questions on the blacktopping out by Walmart on US 68. How you doing, Mike?
Fine. Doing fine, Logan. How are you?
I'm doing good. Number one, what traffic disruptions has this caused for any everyday traffic?
Well, it slowed it down a whole lot. In fact, it's down to one lane eastbound. So, and that will be true all the way through the 3 to 4 weeks it's going to take to do this job.
Okay. What method was used to inform residents of traffic delays?
Well, they used all kinds of different media information. They news releases to the newspaper and to the radio station, and of course they've got also they have great big signs on each end of the project alerting motorists to the situation.
Okay. On average, how often does a road need to be resurfaced rather than patched?
Well, it just depends, and this particular road, the maintenance has been scheduled, and sometimes they will last for 5 years, sometimes they will last for longer. I want to say that somebody told me once that the average was about 5 to 7 years. I'm not quite sure it's accurate, but there are some, and it also depends on the grade of blacktop that they use. There's some blacktop that has to be replaced quicker than others, and because of heavy traffic, if traffic is increases, then that might mean that the scheduled maintenance is accelerated.
Okay. With the new overpass just built in Maysville, should we expect new businesses to come to Maysville?
You're talking about the bypass around,
yes,
around. Well, we hope so. What that does is it gives truck traffic the ability to go south. One of the complaints we have about from industry is that they want a strong southern route to get to I-64 from here, and that we have that with the double A, and I say I-64 and I-75. And there's, you know, they say in industrial development that 70% of all domestic gross national product travels north-south, and that about 90% of all industry locates on the north-south road. Well, the industry has been saying we need a better route to get to I-64 and I-75 from Maysville. So that bypass is part of that. There is also work going on around Millersburg and Paris that is part of that. And then there's a plan to do work around from Lake Carnico to Millersburg that will complete a new route from Maysville to 64 and 75.
Right. Okay. How does the state decide what roads need to be blacktop? Do they use a traffic counter?
A lot of things. You know, they have teams that go out and evaluate those roads. They have a traffic counter, scheduled maintenance on what they think the road will last, but they continually inspect. And there will be situations where you know, a road might have fairly new blacktop, but sections of it will fail just because of water and weather and that type of thing, or you know, damage from accidents or oil and gas spills, and so they will have to go in and resurface it, re-blacktop it, that type of thing. But primarily, they have crews that are out there. They are continually monitoring these roads on a daily basis, and they have crews that, you know, look for these kinds of things, whether if they need to be blacktop or not.
Okay. How long is this road work expected to be? How long will it last?
On this stretch between number 11 and 68, 62, it's three to 4 weeks.
Okay.
And they're trying to do it with as minimal disruption as they possibly can do. And if the weather is good, I think they'll get it done in 3 weeks. But if they have some problems, and it depends on the flow of traffic. Flow of traffic can slow them down, quite a bit. It could be the 4 weeks.
Okay. What is the expected cost of the highway repairs?
Well, I have not seen the estimate on this on this repair job, but I expect that it's a fairly significant repair job, and it would not surprise me. It's going to be in the millions.
Okay. And our last question for today: what other improvements in general could we expect from Maysville for the next couple to 2 years, basically?
Well, we have quite a few projects in our 6-year road plan for Maysville and Mason County, and there are several projects on the drawing board, and one is to extend the bypass from 68 to the Flemingsburg Highway, which is Route 11, and on beyond that. There are some projects to widen the AA highway. The AA highway in places now has more traffic than some places of I-64. So it's a very important artery, and we need to, for safety purposes primarily, but also for usage purposes, we need to widen the AA highway, and we are doing that. And the next major project you'll probably see is from the industrial park to the Minerva Road, which is Kentucky 435. There is a project that's being evaluated right now about US 68 right here in front of Mason County High School. I don't think there has been a determination on that yet, but that is in the thinking stage, and it's on the drawing board, and we'll have to see where that goes. The other thing that affects this particular area here is the Maple Leaf Road is going to be a new road from US 68 back to the AA highway, and there's going to be bike and sidewalks, bike lanes. It's going to be, and that will affect the northern boundary of Mason County High School, or Mason County Schools campus.
One final question. How would the use of bikes on major roads such as US 68, US 62, Maple Leaf, how would that affect the traffic, if it does affect any traffic?
Well, there are not any bike lanes scheduled for those roads. There is a bike lane scheduled for Maple Leaf. Anytime you have vehicles slower than the automobiles, it does affect the movement, and it creates certainly some safety concerns. So it raises the safety concerns quite a bit. So, but where there are proper bike lanes, it makes it much more safe than it would if there weren't bike lanes there.
All right. Again, I want to thank Mr. Mike Denham for coming today. He's this Kentucky State representative. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Logan, for inviting me. I appreciate it.
And I'm Logan Dyer for MCTV News. Hello guys, my name is Logan Dyer. I'm with MCTV News, and we just got done speaking with Representative Mike Denham on the blacktopping out by Walmart. Now here's what we've learned. We have learned that the blacktopping is scheduled to take 2 to 3 weeks. We have not learned the cost on the blacktopping yet, but I'm sure it's in the millions. And we've also learned that future projects from the Industrial Road to Minerva Road and to from Maple Leaf and right out here in front of the high school is set to take place here in the next couple of years. And that's what we've learned from this special report. My name is Logan Dyer, signing off for MCTV News.